It's just bad news for that guy. He's lucky I didn't have two ults. You know, a lot of people are going to say this is OP, but man, if he's ult or passive or whatever the hell he has that like makes a kill, make all his cooldowns come off. So like every time you got a kill, you could pop your ult again. I wish League of Legends. There's a few things I wish they would do. I think one thing that'd be cool if they made a god mode, where just like certain heroes, or even just make new heroes, where like you just have unlimited flash, you just do godlike shit, flying around the map, like playing basketball, except the basketball court's a trampoline. You know, like now even the white guys can dunk, that kind of deal. All right, so trolling through the jungle. Tryndamere gets honestly, Tryndamere starts to feel like driving after a while. Like you're driving on a long stretch of highway, your brain just turns off and you start thinking about something else. Like when you get to this farm mode, you're just farming, waiting for something to happen. You're just an animal of farm. The team's doing pretty good. Not too shabby. You know, I really did get a pretty good. I mean, you look at this team here. I got Tryndamere against. They got an Annie and they got an Ashe, and a Sona. No, sorry, that's our team. What am I talking about? They've got a Sona. They've got a Singed. Wait, what am I looking at? Okay, I'm like narrating this after I shot it, and I'm like looking at a small little screen here. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is with Warwick, Sona, whatever CC heroes they got, they can CC like earlier in this game when I dove the tower. I'm pretty sure the reason Sona didn't ult me is because she didn't have enough mana. I'd like to pretend and say that's because I noticed I'm a pro, but that's really just a lot of luck. So once again, reiterating the point, CC just destroys Tryn. So how do you avoid that? Well, one thing that you're going to find here that I'm finding really quickly with the new Tryndamere, playing him, a very important part of this is fighting the new Pantheon. And 1v1 Tryn versus Pantheon can be a real bitch because what do we got going on here? This is not going to be one of LeBlanc's brighter moments. I know that. Because 1v1, he'll run at Pantheon, right? He'll throw his spear at you, so you're hurting already. Then he'll stun you. He'll Heartseeker strike you. So you're losing quite a bit of health before you even fought. Now, what's the first thing that happens once you come out of that barrage? The first thing that happens is that his shield blocks your hit. You don't actually get to hit him. Then you get your first hit on him. So now that he's just been doing work on you, it got you probably down, if not to half, at least 1/3 of your health. You finally got your first hit on him. And then we get 2, 3 hits, and then what happens? He stuns back up and he stuns you. Okay. Now what does that do? That puts his shield back up. So now you come out of that stun, that more burst, more spears, and you hit, and it shields again. And in addition to that, if you just, every 4 hits, he gets his shield again. So you're constantly barraging through this battle of shields, stuns, and you can really get worked because of that. Now, what you're going to want is Exhaust is going to help you greatly against him. It's going to just lower his damage output. That's just off the top. Good. But what I get is the Tenacity item. Again, I don't really like Merc Treads on Tryn because the boots offer so much attack speed. What I do is I get the I don't know what the Tenacity item is called again, but it's basically got the Cloak of Agility, the dagger, and then that reduces stun durations, and that's a great item on Tryn. It stacks with your natural attack speed, natural crit. Then of course it reduces stun durations. A great item on him. The only reason I don't build it every game, and I would, is because with Tryndamere I find that it's a battle for item slots. Like end game when I'm trying to pick the ultimate build, that's a pretty. even though it does reduce stun durations, it's a pretty weak build. Or pretty weak item, just because it doesn't really offer you that much. Late game, the attack speed is minimal, 1 dagger, and the crit is you have all the crit you need anyway, so not the greatest item end game. But if you're fighting a Xin, it's good against Xin slows and so on, and any CC heavy team. A few other things about Tryn is your team. Everybody's gonna love to blame you. Like I'll find games. I'll be doing the best on the team, and say there's a team fight that you're not in because while you're across the map and you don't pack teleport, team's gonna blame you. In a sense, they're kind of right. You really should be with the team as you are the highest damage output. And I see tons of Tryns will be farming when there's a team fight going on. Just again, it's more of a. I think really what separates, like you look at people who are at the top tier levels, or even just 2K in that area, right? What makes them better than the people like me that play at 1500? And I think it is really, for the most part, their skill per se level, like their actual micromanagement and so on, is minimally better. Because I've played against these people quite often. I've played against 2Ks and I've played against higher with my best heroes, and I've won, and I've done great against them. So their actual skill level in playing the heroes is minimally better. I really think what it comes down to is their ability to see situations coming, to read the game, to work with their teammates, to exploit other advantages that other people don't exploit. A lot of people don't think about how certain abilities they have work with the abilities of other people on their team, right? I mean, what's the first thing you learn with stunning? If, we got 3 heroes that all got stuns, you want to spread those out and stun lock the other person and basically create a period of time where they're like stunned for 5 seconds, 6 seconds, instead of just all stunning at the same time, just because of the damage that your stun does, where they're only stunned for 1-2 seconds. Things like that. So there's a lot of utility Tryn can bring that can help your teammates, even if it doesn't help you. For example, someone else in your team is fighting another person, but you're too low to help them. You can run just close enough, do your mock and shout. What does that do for your team? Well, that lowers, if it's an attack damage hero, it lowers the attack damage of that person. So let's say you've got an Ashe fighting with a guy. That's bad. Like say you got like someone on your team's fighting a Yi, right? Or an Olaf. You do mocking shout, all of a sudden the damage from that Olaf or Yi is a whole lot less. That can help your teammate win that fight even without you directly assisting. Just little things like that. One of the coolest things I've seen in this game. This is an interesting battle here. 1 hit would have killed him. I got my ult. 1 more hit would have killed. I'm just getting stun locked all day here. I could have killed all these people, but there's a classic example of just CC on Tryn. With the absence of CC, all 3 of those people would have been dead regardless of the turret. But that's where when people tell you that Tryn's OP, that's where the CC hellhole comes in, and that's what makes him not that OP. If you got a team that knows how to counter him. This team doesn't really know how to counter me. They're not the best, but they did all right that time. I bought this skin because they finally came out with a new Tryndamere skin, right? So I buy this Viking, and I think this is one of the worst looking skins in the game. Like, he looks like he's got a slouch. Like, what is, like, he just doesn't look, some people say, I don't think he looks cool at all. He looks like a giant fag. And his picture, like, his eyes are slanted. Like, he looks like a Mongolian. Not that, like, I don't like Mongolians. Who cares about like Mongolians? I don't like their eyes. It's not a Viking, he's a Mongolian. Mongolian Tryn. And then, of course, they released this new Tryndamere skin that I really want. I'm just like, you know what, right? Fuck you. I'm not spending more money after you change my hero. They should have made a new hero. I don't think they should have changed Tryn. I think they should have made a new hero with these abilities. Like Tryndamere's brother or something. I don't know. Tryndamere was a great. You watch the thing. Of course, he's got flash. I'm probably gonna die here. It's because this is so stupid. Yeah. I didn't even alt. No point. You watch the video. I think it was Freak was talking, and they're like, "Ah, I got this here rage system, fear system.